Hello guys, so today Mason actually delayed Piggy chapter 2, book 2, chapter 11 because since of this course of the week he got sick and he couldn't finish the freaking chapter in our bed. So today I'm gonna be making a prediction for on who will win with Willow versus Tigry. Let's get into it. Also, okay, first of all, we gotta look at, okay, at the right corner, okay, you know what, frick. Okay, so, if you guys don't know, Dexter Plays have released on some puzzles for the ending of chapter 11, and he actually revealed it, and the ending of chapter 11 will be actually Willow versus Tigry, which is a fight scene. And by the way, the very first action cutscene in the game. It's the first time we're gonna see some people, doing some knife throwing, gun shooting, fist fighting, kicking their faces using their feet, But anyway, today I'm gonna be predicting on who will win in this battle. Some people predicted that maybe, just maybe, it's just gonna be through the endings, Like, what if you get the savior ending, Willow's gonna win. If you get the survivor ending, Tigry's gonna win. But the problem about that theory is that what's the difference between the two endings is that Mimi comes. And what does Mimi gotta do with two people kicking their faces and kicking their stomachs and punching their backs and doing wrestling in front? Okay, what would Mimi do? Okay, probably, Mimi would at least break up the fight. But here's the thing, it's the chapter 11 cutscene, it can't be different. So it could be different, like in chapter 10 where the other ending is much more cooler while the other one is such a boring one. So, like, yeah, maybe, just maybe, the endings won't be doing anything about this. It predicts on how strong, how experienced they are in combat. And today I will be analyzing their characteristics, like on how experienced they are in combat, their weaknesses, and their mastery of the weapon, or the weapon's mastery. Now, let's get into it. First of all, we're gonna go with Willow, and I'm gonna do it overall, by the way. So Willow's experience. Let me just say we only seen at least 2 Willow fight scenes. The first one is against Pony and us in the factory where we have a 2v1. And the only reason why Willow lost that fight, by the way, is because Pony ambushed her. It was an ambush. Mostly, Willow focused on us, and Pony ambushed her. So mostly, it's literally Pony v Willow. It's absolutely not against us because we literally just unlocked stuff and we did nothing. That's all we did, and we saved the other TSP members, yeah. But yet again, and actually she has very, very good accuracy on her gun. But that's not what we're talking about, because that is the weapon mastery section, and we are not here to talk about that. We are gonna be seeing on how good she is in hand-to-hand combat and experience in hand-to-hand combat. And to be honest, she actually has very good experience in hand-to-hand combat. She managed to kick our face and shoot us at the same time. I know, it's incredible. It's incredible. And the second fight scene is her fighting out the infected, like Bobby, the polar bear guy. I forgot the rest. I forgot their damn names. Okay, no offense to the people for the infected who I forgot their names. I'm really sorry to you guys. I'm really sorry. Please forgive me. Please. But anyway, she managed to knock them out without getting at least a single scratch on her leg. If you guys don't know, infecteds are very vicious and aggressive, and she should get infected, you know? At one of those times, she should at least get infected. Like, come on, man. Like, but she managed to make it out there alive, dude. She managed to knock them out very easily without getting a scratch on her. So let me just say her battle experience is incredibly good. So I'll say that's gonna be 60% for her battle experience in hand-to-hand combat. Next up is her weaknesses. Mostly we have only known one weakness of her. Talking about her brother. Now her brother is literally her weak point, and I do not know why. It's just her weak point, and I don't care. So yeah, but like it's literally her weak point. Literally when Willow saw that Zizzy had sisters, she literally wasn't shocked and literally just didn't want to kill us right away, because like she remembers her brother and she loves her brother so much. So mostly talking about remembering her brother makes her incredibly weak. And that's another way on how we defeated her. That's actually how we defeated her, is by through her weakness of his brother. Any type of remembrance or talking about Willow's brother, William, it literally just breaks her heart and just makes her feel weak. And that is her weakness. And to be honest, since that's her only weakness, because we don't have any more other weakness about her, I'm gonna say her weakness level should be 10%. Another thing, okay? Next up is mastery of the weapon. Okay guys, so the mastery of the weapon is very important for Willow, but currently she doesn't have her weapon because we took it. Because she's gonna shoot us if we don't take it. So yeah, I mean it's for the best. But Willow, she's very good at the gun. Okay, she has very good. She has amazing accuracy and can shoot and kick at the same time, making that she is incredibly powerful with combos like a kick and a gun and a shot. It means that she's absolutely good at her weapon. Very obvious. So let's just say she's gonna get the mastery of the weapon 100%. Okay. Okay, wait. Why did I stop talking? Wait. Let me just say that she's very good. So, to be honest, the overall for her is at least gonna be, I think it's gonna be at least 80% for her, which is because her strategy is mostly combos. She does combos on us, She does a combo, but with her gun and her hand-to-hand combat experience. But she can still fight on her own, or she can fight with her raw strength showed in chapter 8, the ship where she took down some of the infected there without getting infected at least once, or without getting scratched. So mostly I think Willow's got this in the bag. But I'm not Team Willow, I am incredibly neutral. So let's get into Tigry. To be honest, Tigry is we haven't seen a lot about him. Currently he only has one dagger, okay? Okay, let's start with his experiences and hand-to-hand combat. To be honest, hand-to-hand combat is I don't know about Tigry's hand-to-hand combat, but he only has one experience on hand-to-hand combat, and that is against us in Refinery. So as seen as in his jump scare, I think he's pretty good with the hand-to-hand combat because like I learned that if you want to master the sword, you also need to know about martial arts. Probably, that's what I see in movies. You gotta master martial arts to master weapons themselves. I don't know. That's what I see in movies. But like I think he's in good in hand-to-hand combat and probably doesn't need to rely on his weapon. So let me just say that is gonna be a straight 50%. Since we haven't seen much about his hand-to-hand combat, and by the way, this is the theory of him being good at hand-to-hand combat thanks to his mastery of his daggers. It's just a theory, so I don't know yet if he's very good at hand-to-hand combat. So I'm gonna be giving it 50 or mystery. So his score will be 50% and mystery. Next up is weakness. To be honest, his weakness is he actually has no weakness. Unlike Willow, he has an advantage. His weakness is, let me just say, his weakness is 0. To be honest, his federal weakness is him being alone. Because in TSP, he was like a neglected in TSP. Like, he was nothing to the other TSP members. Like, no one likes him in TSP but Rash. And thanks to Rash actually cured that weakness. So, Willow's old friend actually cured Willow's enemy. So, I guess that's 0% for Tigry's weakness. Next up is mastery of the weapon. You already know I'm gonna give him 100%. Now to be honest, 100%. Why 100%? He can slice and dice our bodies. Actually 4 times. He slashed us 4 times and that's just for one death, man. That shows how good he is. And him throwing daggers is actually very good. He has very good aim with him throwing daggers. He actually threw one of his daggers into Willow, making her lose her gun and us picking it up. So mostly, I'll give him 100%. Overall, to be honest, I guess Tigry's gonna not. To be honest, I think he's a very worthy opponent for Willow. So to be honest, I guess I'll give it a 7. I'll give it an 80%, which is a tie. Why a tie? Here's the thing. It comes with their weaknesses, okay? It comes with their weaknesses. The problem is that in the weakness, is that Tigry, his weakness has already been cured, and we don't know much more about Tigry, so we don't know any more about his weakness. And Willow actually has a little weakness about feeling, or his love to his brother makes her weak. So like, because her weakness actually minus it down. Because if she actually has no weakness, she could actually get 95% on mine. But she does. So that's gonna be 80%. How about Tigry? Well, we don't know much about him doing hand-to-hand combat. The theory of me saying that to actually do dagger, to actually master his weapon, he actually has to do hand-to-hand combat. So that's just a theory. We don't know. So how? How? So since we don't know much about his hand-to-hand combat and he's the only mastery of weapons and he has no weakness, that gave it a straight tie.